Joining us now, Eric Reed, veteran trainer and the man behind Rich Strike's stunning Kentucky Derby win in 2022. Welcome to you, Eric. Great to talk to you. How excited are you for Derby weekend?
Oh, Derby's always an exciting time around here. A little more exciting now than it used to be.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about Rich Strike here in a moment. But front runner this year, it sounds like the odds-on favorite is Journalism. Would you agree?
Yeah, he's shown that he's definitely the horse to beat. It's a very competitive field. So a little off track with a lot of rain in there this week. So that's going to kind of make it a little harder to handicap, but he deserves to be the favorite.
What makes him the horse to beat? What makes this horse unique and special?
Well, he's a very well-bred horse, and his distance that he just ran, he shows that the mile and a quarter won't be a problem, and sometimes that is a problem for the horses in the Derby because it's the furthest any of them have ever ran before, and you've got to just go into it the right way. He's obviously coming into this race the way any trainer would want him to come into the race.
Talk about the training for the horse and for the jockey and for a training team and folks like yourself, Eric. What goes into getting a team ready for an event like the Derby?
Oh, my goodness. Countless hours of preparation, care for the horse, strategies that come and go every day and to get changed by the hour. But the biggest thing is having a good team that works together. And once you figure out which person is best with the horse, then you have to get the horse ready, take extra care of him. I mean, going into these races, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it's not any race. There's a 20 horse field. So you have to have your horse prepared for things that he'll never have to do again.
At what point is the horse teamed up with a jockey in that process?
Well, the jockey and the horse have to be able to negotiate the traffic that they're going to encounter in the race, the pace of the race, the crowd noise that they're going to endure before the race and during the race. There's a thing called the noise wall that as the horses come out of the final turn to the stretch and they hear the roar of the crowd, they claim this noise basically is felt by the horse and rider. So the rider has to have a very good relationship with that horse and know that horse inside out. So when he asks him to do something, he knows the horse is capable of doing it.
Are the jockeys talking to the horses, as they're getting ready to go out of the starting gate and even while the races are happening?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they communicate with them throughout the process. And if you have some opportunities maybe to watch some races where the horses are mic'd, the jockeys are mic'd, you'll hear where they even communicate with each other to make sure they know somebody's in a bad spot or a tight spot. And you can hear them talking to the horses during the race, especially after the race. It's really neat.
You brought up rain and just kind of the shape of the track. How does that impact speeds and what we might see?
Well, it's going to be a very rainy day tomorrow if the weather forecast holds up. So a lot of these horses are going to be covered with mud. It's going to be hitting the jockeys. It's going to impair vision. It's going to distract some of the horses. A lot of riders are going to look for the spot where there's not as much mud coming back at them, and it could even possibly be driving rain at the time of the race. So there's going to be so many things that go on that I don't think any of these horses are ready for, but the more professional, mature horses will take it, and they'll use it to their advantage probably.
A lot of people like me who don't follow the sport as closely, I choose based on the name, and it stood out to me that Journalism and Sovereignty are in it, kind of a play on current events. How are the names chosen for the horses, and at what point does that happen, Eric?
Well, the owners usually are the ones that choose the names. Every now and then, some of these horses are already named when they're purchased at sale, but most of the time, the owner will do it. A lot of times, it's something to do with family, friends. It can be just the current time, something going on. I've seen a lot of names in the last 3 or 4 years that have some pretty original names, but they sometimes will take the names of the sire and the dam, combine them. They'll use pet names, daughters' names, sons' names. So there's a big process to it, but that's a fun part for most of the owners.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.